In this example, I'm going to show you how to make a railing for this back deck area. It is always hard to use an existing railing because they are straight edged, not curved. So it's really hard to make it fit along the curved edge. So for instance, if I clicked this fence, it is really hard to bring this fence in and have it go along a curved edge without it looking very choppy. So if I were to go ahead and add this in and make a copy of this, find the center point using here and bring it in. It doesn't look the neatest, you know, you can see it's not fitting the curve perfectly. It just doesn't look that great. So what we're going to do is we are going to make our custom railing and spindles for it. So what we're going to do is we're going to click the outline of this whole outer edge. Make sure you got all edges. We can go ahead and hide this pergola for reference so you can see. So once we click this, then click the offset tool or F on your keyboard, and we're just going to offset it inward, probably by about 8 inches. And then we're going to offset it again until it looks about the size of a railing thickness, just ballparking it for, well, just eyeballing it, honestly. And then once you have that, then you can go ahead and color it white. So I'll just do this plaster color here on the roof. And I'm going to then raise this up about 2 feet. And I'm going to delete the surface faces along with these lines that we're supposed to get up. And then on the house, I'm just going to make another rectangle. And then that closes in this whole area. I'll just delete that. And then I'm just going to pull it down about 2 inches. And then I'm going to make the spindle. 9-inch face. That way I can make spindle relative to the size of the railing part. So I'm going to make it go out 2 inches. I'm going to go out 1 inch on both sides. And just bring it back to this reference point here. If that doesn't work, I'll just go ahead. And pull this thing up here. Tilt stitching there. I'm going to pull it in 1 inch there since I couldn't get a good grip on it. Then I am going to highlight it. Make sure I just highlight the spindle part itself. I'm going to unclick all of this for the railing part. And then I'm going to make it a group. Now I'm going to copy it. So I click on it, and then I'm going to click the rotate button up here. And I'm going to go along this curved edge. And once I do, we're going to find the center point that it's drawing us to. So right over here is the center point. I'm going to click on the center point. Then I'm going to click Control, and then I'm going to click on the spindle that we want copied. And then it'll copy it along this whole area until the curve stops. So I'm going to bring it out to about there. And I'm just going to type in a random number of 40x. And then if that's not enough to fill the space, I'm going to do 50x. And that's perfect because now it's starting to straighten out here. So I'm going to delete the ones that are a little bit curved and out of line. And then I'm just going to copy this out, same distance, and do 9x straight across. Get 12x, 15x, so on. So now we have this really nice custom railing that looks more realistic and put together. than it would if we were to get a component from the library and try and place it around this curve. Curves are really hard to work around. So that's why it just takes an extra 5 minutes to make this railing completed. So when we make those renders for the clients, it can really bring it to life and not look unrealistic, because our goal is to make it look as realistic as possible, to really sell the job and to really make them have that wow factor when they see it. So that is how you make a custom railing.